What's up? What up, yo? Now it's your boy Trevor Young, Trevor the Young, Inspire, Trevor the Young and Inspire, baby. Now I just want to share with you guys a spoken word poetry that I'll be performing at SUP Stand Up Poetry next week Thursday here in South Auckland. I pray that as I read the spoken word, as I read this poetry, that it will pierce the human hearts and spark the human minds. I pray that as I release this message in me, I pray that someone else out there will relate to my life story, my life experiences, what I've been through in life. And just like all my other songs, my poetry, my spoken word, and my messages that I release, that it's all straight from my heart and soul. I write what I see. I write what I see around me. Nothing else inspires me more than nature itself. God inspires me to write. So I pray that as I use my tests and turn it around from a test to be a testimony, I pray that my mess to be a message will pierce the human hearts and spark the human minds. So like I said, I'll be performing this spoken word, this poetry at SUP, Stand Up Poetry, next week Thursday. So this piece that I got right now is called A Letter to My Folks. A Letter to My Folks. It's originally inspired by my past songs that I wrote back in 2010 and 2011 and 2012. A song that I wrote back in 2010 was called A Letter to My Mum. A Letter to My Mum. Back in 2011, I wrote a song with my homeboy Stephen, Master Lope, called A Song from the Heart. A Song from the Heart. Back in 2012, I wrote a song called My Parents, My Mama, and I did a Tupac, Their Mama cover. So I pray that as I read the spoken word, as I read this poetry, let the words pierce the human hearts and spark the human minds. And I pray that everything that I speak, you'll be able to relate to. Nothing else inspires me more than inspiring you. What I've been through in life and how God has changed my life around for the better. Through my mess to a message, my test to a testimony, and my cries to inspiring lives. Sweet, so here we go. A letter to my folks. A letter to my folks. I wanna take this point of time to take time out to acknowledge two inspirations in my life as I pour my heart out and pour my soul into every poetry line. Every punctuation of every communication, hear my heartbeat into this rhyme. I was brought up in the west side of these hard streets, but raised in the south is where my heart beats. But recognize the genocide of what's deep without disguise as I open my mouth out to speak. I'm just being me. We didn't have much growing up, but mama still provided. I cried every night for a father figure in my life. I try to keep both parents by my side, but things change and so did our circumstances. So I had to learn to adjust through these hard times, through these dark times. Unconditional love was more than much. We didn't have much, but I appreciated everything. All I had was such. Just a physical touch of unconditional love is what I prayed for. A father-son relationship is what I longed for. Growing up, the pain hurts. I try to block out all the noise. I try to roll on with the boys. But in my mind, I'm like, Ma, why was Daddy gone for? Here's a poetry that I wrote a song for. It's called A Song from the Heart. A Song from the Heart. I wrote that back in 2011 with my homeboy Stephen, Master Lope. We dedicate that to our mothers and every mother out there. You are appreciated. A song from the heart. It's a song from the heart. It's a song from the heart. Mama, it's a song from the heart. It's a song from the heart. Mama, it's a song from the heart. Growing up being raised by a woman, I was taught how to think like a woman, how to understand a woman, glazed by a woman, brought shame to a woman. I regret the rejection, the pain that I brought to a woman. But above all, I was dazed and saved by a woman. I love this quote, how it goes. A man that treats his woman like a princess is a perfect example that he was raised by a queen. That's real talk. Who said that a woman couldn't raise a little boy to be a man? I'm a living example that a woman can indeed raise a man. I became the man of the house at a young age. I was taught the ropes of life by a woman. My heart roars in rage as I was taught how to be a man by a woman. Watching your mama cry is the hardest thing any son can ever go through, and that's no lie. Word to every mama's boy out there. 'Cause you can feel the pain of brokenness or the shame of emotionless. I'm sensitive, but I stand heartless regardless. Why? 'Cause I was brought up fatherless. 'Cause my heart's been through so much pain. So I'm asking God to guard this. Asking God to guard this. I was raised on a benny, living on social welfare, growing up with a solo mother. She made every amount count with plenty, but no one else cared. If we were starving or dead broke, I wrote something straight from my heart. I owe my life to my parents from the heart that I wrote. From things that I wrote. I could never repay the price of their sacrifice, but my parents did everything just to provide. It wasn't easy growing up, but man, till this day ends, till my life ends, until the day the Lord takes me, I will stand by your side till the very end of time. The physical, the mental, and the emotional pain that I went through, the rejection of neglection and abandon, not up to their standards, feeling stranded, none of that else matters. Nothing else matters. Then unconditional love is what I prayed for. No matter what I do, the pain that I brought, I will always love my parents. I'll try to give everything to them. Give them everything. I'll buy them the world. So before my pillow soaks, I want to end with this. A letter to my folks. A letter to my folks. I thank you for taking your time out to hear me out during my spoken word, during my poetry. I pray that as I wrote this spoken word, as I wrote all my songs and all my poetry, that will pierce the human hearts and spark the human mind. I will be performing this spoken word poetry at SUP, Stand Up Poetry, next week, Thursday. So before I go, it's a letter to my folks. Hey, it's your boy Trevor the Young, Inspire. It inspires me to inspire you. Be inspired, man, and I'm inspiring lives one step at a time. I'm going to inspire one person that will inspire others. Inspire to inspire, inspire to dream. Peace, love, and respect. It's your boy Trevor the Young, Inspire. Inspire, baby. 2015. Peace. A letter to my folks.